Okay, so as mentioned, this was a Clif High target, and again, our viewers were looking at what is the source event that is causing the 3x graphic movement for his release language coming up for mid-July 2024. And so there was quite a bit of corroboration around things like people purposely planning something or manipulating something, observing a craft or a UFO. There's a secret, a covert element to this. There's some sort of an impact event or disturbance. A long structure or base is involved. Rotating fields. Pyramid shapes came up a couple times. Relics or references to a lost civilization came up a couple times. Men working with machinery. Some sort of a space program involvement, more likely secret. And there's some references to split division and people descending underground. So here we have Daz and Dick and their references to powerful people plotting or planning something. And as you can see, Daz had quite a bit of information for this, and Dick had his people sitting around the table plotting. So this was really interesting. You guys kept on drawing this, observing a craft or a UFO. And Edward, I grabbed this sketch that you did because it was more detailed. I'm not sure if this is in reference to underground bases with the secret end of the stuff that's going on with this hidden war, but lots of really interesting data.
The correlation is stunning, though.
Yeah,
Edward and Daz, you guys both got the idea that there's some big event that's with just a total blind tasking, nothing but a number. Yeah. You guys described the task.
What's weird for me is literally, I did that a week or so ago, and then today I did my news thing for next month, and it's all there on Asana, record stand, and it's got the exact same stuff in that as I had in this on repeated for what I think is going to be news in July without me knowing that this target was a July target.
So that would indicate, I mean, essentially you remote viewed the same target with different IDs without knowing it.
Yes.
Because you're looking at what you just presented here was the event that Clif High thinks will be significant, not just in July, but significant in a really big sense. And then you're looking at July events. So if it's that big, it'll be the big event in July. So you were.
That's what shocked me is seeing it and thinking, holy shit, I've got the exact same thing twice from two different taskers for the same target.
Yeah, that's really interesting because you have an actual target ID for what we just did. Yep. And the near future events is a slightly different variation of a protocol. It's a different set of protocols because you're really just like opening up the aperture for what happens in the next 30 or 40 days, right?
And I, coming into this today, I didn't even think that both sessions were similar because I can't even remember what I did 2 weeks ago. Right. So seeing it now, and I'm thinking, oh shit, this is.
So Daz, you didn't think while you were doing the future event session, I'm getting bleed over from that session I did 2 weeks ago. You never thought that?
No, I never thought about it because I do so many RV sessions. It goes, once it's gone, it's gone. I can't even remember what I've done usually.
Yeah. Put it down.
That's a good habit to be in.
It's literally what, as we were live on air, I was watching it. I was thinking, fuck, I did all this today.
Oh, wow.
So I was just sat there looking at my RV thinking, oh fuck, I've done it twice now.
Yeah, well, so there you go, folks. You saw it here first. What's coming down the pike for July.
Interesting data, though, all around.
Yeah.
When I saw the pyramid data, I was thinking, when I saw you guys have pyramids, that and Edward's stuff with invisible craft, I have to be honest, my first thoughts on that was it looks like it might be some kind of stealth craft involved, because the stealth craft are kind of like triangular pyramid shaped, and they're invisible as well. We know they go on bombing runs and stuff, so.
Well,
it literally is one of those shocking ones, isn't it? We don't get them very often, but when we get these high correlation shocking
yours
ones,
was shocking, yeah.
You know what was interesting is, didn't Clif High think that Cheyenne Mountain was a target when we were doing our luminosity stuff? And what kind of I thought was interesting is you guys had the pyramid shape, which is like a mountain shape. And Dick,
I had Cheyenne Mountain in that session.
Did you?
Well,
Yeah.
Did you say Cheyenne Mountain?
Yeah, I did.
Oh God.
So,
And what's in Cheyenne Mountain, do you suppose?
You gotta
it's
go
supposed
and
to be
you
a
gotta get a
white
subscription and
hat
go watch the
base.
video.
That Derek said that with such a deadpan. What do you suppose in Cheyenne Mountain? Derek works for
Blah 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 blah.
the defense control.
So,
Gee,
So it's NORAD. NORAD Northern Command is Cheyenne Mountain. So
the entrance.
so we had people
It's-
tracking shit.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Oh,
much what
man.
I had in there.
it's
That is what I had in there.
Yeah, NORAD Northern Command tracks basically not just Northern Command area of operation, which would be continental North America, but NORAD, it fabled, has global control over airspace.
That's kind of That's kind of
They track
So-
Santa Claus every Christmas Eve. I know that.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, even Santa
So-
doesn't fly in.
So the entrance has like an arch to it, right?
Yeah.
And Nyiam was getting like the underground base aspect. So there's some stuff that's reminiscent of Cheyenne Mountain in there.
Okay, well, this will be one to watch. This will be
Yeah.
one to watch.
I'm looking forward to
I'm-
June
Attention,
now, man, I have
Cliff
to say.
High. Attention,
Yeah.
Cliff High.
I'm excited for the July near future events now.
I can't wait. I can't wait to share my news one with you guys because I'm looking through it now, and I'm
Thanks
not
for
trying.
the.
I even mentioned most of Clif.
No,
High.
don't tell us. Don't tell
No,
us. Don't
no.
tell us.
But in my session, I mentioned Clif High's tasking in my RV session. I don't mention him by name, but I mentioned his tasking for that target we just done in my RV session, looking for the news in July.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. Thanks for the front loading, Daz.
I think you're front loaded enough already.
Yeah.
Well, you know who else I got to see is Jean-Claude Beyond
Yeah.
Mystic. He's got to have us. We'll have to do a segment with him. So, Edward and I just did the rents program, and Daz, you were the headliner on that. Not we're peddling fear porn, but you were the top story on rents for a few days with your first strike. You had June dated, yeah.
So yeah, June 9th, we're waiting. It's gonna drop anytime. June 19th.
Well, yeah, it's coincidentally quite much like what this stuff is as well.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a bit of early
Might have
bleed
been
through.
picking up next month.
All right.
Yeah, we'll cut out here for everybody, and thanks everybody for joining us for a fun round. We'll catch you on the next one, and for founders, we're gonna have an extra segment for you guys, so stay tuned.